I think this is going to be an educational segment for some people.
Okay.
A lot of people, probably.
Oh,
at least
yeah, we had a big
was-
discussion about this in the newsroom in the morning meeting today.
It all has to do with an NBA game. Russell Westbrook, the Oklahoma City Thunder superstar, was having a great game, and the announcer, who works for the Oklahoma City Thunder, was calling the game, and here is what he said to describe what he was seeing from Russell Westbrook.
Went for the steal. Adams knew he had nothing but homeland all the way.
Steal for Westbrook. Taking a bump. Russell looking for Ferguson in the corner for three. Bang! Westbrook is out of his cotton picket mind in the first half. 9 assists to go along with 9 rebounds.
Can I say something?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why, and that's the
When
first
you
time
hear
I
it,
heard it.
I know when you
just
hear it, it's
read
worse. No,
it
when you hear it, it's
worse
worse.
when I heard it. Westbrook is out of his cotton picking mind.
Yeah.
And there was something
it's
about
worse.
the way
Worse
he
when you
said
hear it.
that
Right, Harvey defended.
now that he's heard it, he's not defending it.
No,
No, that's what we were doing
no.
earlier.
Well,
Harvey,
we were talking about it.
What
but
we talked about earlier was a lot of people in the room. I would never say that to an African American, but I
just out of caution.
Yeah, out of caution.
But not because you think necessarily.
No, but
that
I
it's-
remember using the term. I never really thought of the term just because you hear cotton, and I just wouldn't do it.
Right.
But the term.
Well, listen, there's nothing wrong with the word cotton.
No. But the word
cotton picking.
But when
then
you're
certainly.
I mean, when I grew up, it was like you're a cotton picking fool. I never thought of that as.
Right.
I never thought of that as racist.
Right, and the
but
argument.
a lot of people, by the way, a lot of people in the room didn't know either.
That's
I
fine.
get it now.
The argument is
I get it.
this. The argument is this. Let's say you don't know. I'm sure that gentleman right there wasn't attempting to hurt anybody's feelings.
But it did sound
or be
worse.
racist.
It
does, of
definitely
course, it sounds
sounded
worse.
worse, yeah.
But let's say you didn't know. Once you do know.
Once you do know, you stop.
Once you do know,
Once you do know, you
I'm
stop.
sorry, didn't mean to offend anybody. This is what I meant. Sorry, boom, move on.
No, this was an education.
And that's it.
Right, and
that should be it.
but once again, the first thing always to do is what can I say? Now what can I say? We're telling you not to say this. You can either accept the program or programming or not. He can say cotton picking as much as he likes.
Actually, he can't because I'm pretty sure even the Oklahoma City Thunder said this is not okay with us, right?
But here's the deal. He doesn't have to listen. He can die
There you
on the
go.
cross of saying cotton picking if he wants.
Right.
This is America.
But then he's going to lose his job, it sounds like.
Exactly. So this is why I understand. Once you've heard from a group, any group, or that they don't like a specific type of deal.
They don't like a phrase.
They don't like a phrase,
label,
whatever.
right.
Now the ball's in your court. Anyone, now the ball's in your court. You can choose to be like, forget you guys. I'm gonna do what I want to do, or you can just listen to maybe some people.
I will say this, man. I will say this, though. I agree with you, by the way. But you were a little more forgiving when certain basketball players use the
always say
homophobic.
this, and
Hold
you're
on.
so
Use it
wrong.
because you said they're used to it. They grew up that way.
No. I gave you what I gave
Used
you
a
was
homophobic slur.
What I gave you. First of all, this is years ago, and
Well,
it's
it was
tired.
4 years ago.
It's
more than that,
tired.
wasn't
It's
it?
No,
it's,
that was like 4 years ago.
It is. Kobe's been retired for 2 seasons.
And
basically, or
I
season.
don't think Kobe's homophobic.
Right,
but he used the term and then he used it again.
He used the term
And then used it again.
And at that time, what I said was the same thing I said about this guy. What I said was this guy's probably not a racist, which I just said. I just said that.
I know, but you said then you don't do it again. You learn and you don't do it again.
Like, you're probably not racist. I said Kobe should probably apologize, but what we were talking about was whether or not Kobe Bryant is a homophobe and whether or not
He's
he hated
not.
gay people.
I don't think he is at all.
Well, then I didn't say anything different than what I just said.
Because it was used again. It was used
Anyway.
twice.
No, so the point
the
was,
argument
what I
was,
said
well,
was,
people are
once
used
you
to it.
know, go ahead and say
Okay.
sorry and be better.
I agree with that. By the way, Charles and I during the commercial, we were talking. Oh,
What?
we were just talking about this. There's another.
This is an
phrase.
even older term. Why you even
It's an
bring this
older
up?
term, but it you know what? Screw it.
All I was going to say is the announcer, by the way, his name is Brian Davis. There are a lot of fans who are saying he should be fired.
Now, don't fire the man.
Don't fire the guy.
The Oklahoma City Thunder doesn't sound like they're going to fire him. They said that they've spoken to him. They said it's not okay, and they're ready to move.
I don't think there was there was any connection of dots there.
No.
You know, he just said it because he's probably heard it as a
heard it.
kid.
Yeah.
Which one is he right there?
By the way, you know the guy in the right, man?
I think it's relevant.
Michael Cage.
That's
is
Michael
the guy in the
Cage.
right,
Yeah, Michael Cage.
Who played for the
old
Seattle
NBA player.
Supersonics.
Yeah, Michael Cage.
Which became the Oklahoma City Thunder. Anyway.
Hey, this is Joe from St. Petersburg, Florida, and this is definitely a learning situation here because there's a few words you shouldn't say to African American, and cotton picking mine is right under silverback and porch monkey. So we definitely have zero understanding of using those terms.
I didn't
We don't
even
have
know.
to bring those all up,
Boy, that
Joel.
brother,
Joel,
he had
I
his
mean,
coffee this
I
morning,
didn't even
didn't
know
he?
those were
Joel's
terms.
right, but
do,
we don't have to
do you
throw
have
those
any
all
other
out.
ones that you want to just put out?
Just letting you know. I'm putting
Yeah,
out
no,
here.
no, no. We
it's
know.
okay,
We got it, Joel. We got it.
We're
We got
cool.
it.
We're cool.